Korean. There you go. Hello! For some reason, my microphone was having feedback when the mic was off. Why was that? I don't know why that was doing a thing, but that is a thing that was happening. That has been happening right now, which is very interesting. Don't know why that happened. Okay, I am currently aware of a few things. I know people might be asking me this. At the moment, I don't know if it's just, I think it's just UK people. We're having issues with avatars over here. Well, I am. I believe it's UK. Basically, we can't change our outfits. So at the moment, we're kind of stuck to what I'm wearing. I'm just going to quickly... USA was it? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, there seems to be some issues with the avatars, so I'm kind of stuck wearing this at the moment. I was going to change my outfit, but unfortunately, you know, it didn't happen. Just because some weird stuff's been going on, and I don't know how to fix it. So that's not on my part, by the way. That is, I believe that's Roblox that needs to fix that. So, you know, that's where we're at with that. So, a lot of people are wondering, hey, what's going on? The stream on a Friday? Yes, stream on a Friday. Basically, this is the rundown, right? So, while I'm doing this, I'm just going to get the link real quick. So, a while ago, if you remember, I said that casted people... we're going to do season 8, and that I would be doing a prize game a little bit later in the year. I couldn't get around to it because I was busy with other stuff, but I've said I was going to do it, and that is what we're doing tonight. We're doing a prize game, but do not worry about the stream. It's happening tomorrow as normal. Same streams happening tomorrow. It can be either Roblox or Jackbox. I will have a vote on the Discord some point tonight, and you will see what happens tomorrow. Don't worry about people joining already. I'm resetting the server now. So all the people that tried to join early, yeah, nice try. It won't happen. So there's a chance we could be doing Jackbox tomorrow if people want to vote for it. Real quickly, there is the link. We are doing Outlaster. I'm just going to quickly pin the message there, and I'm going to join before everybody else does, and hopefully I'll be able to change. I just want to change my top. That's all I want to do. All I want to do is change my top. No, it's not having it. It is not having it. Alright, well, fair enough. I guess I'm stuck wearing this then. It's not too bad. It's pretty cool. I'm just gonna, right, for things, host game on, eliminations 1, time at camp 1.5. That seems to be enough time. 2 lunches. Advantage sporting, I will allow. Make sure that finale points are off. Yeah, finale points off. Alright, just going to quickly bring you over to the screen so you can see what we're doing when it decides to kick in. There you go. I'm going to quickly get rid of the logo because we don't need that. There it goes. So, basically, just to recap, basically I said I was going to do a prize game for people. Just anyone wants to come and join, they can now. They can come and join, and basically the winner of this game is going to receive an in-game prize of their choice. And prizes are 5,000 in-game cash or 250 gems. You pick which one you prefer. I will give you that prize if you win the game. So you are playing for a little incentive here. It should introduce some competitive gameplay. Go on, Marlon, what's up? So I'm just going to wait a little bit. Oh, Daniel bought you VIP. Oh, good. Thanks, Daniel. Good. Good job. Daniel's now giving Marlon VIP. Advantage spawnings are on. Because I want this game to get crazy. I want blindsides. I want crazy moments. I want idols getting played left to right. I want super idols. I want idol nullifiers. So, Bacon said he was going to be a bit late. So I said I would wait a couple of minutes for him. And we're going to start in about 9 minutes here. Just waiting for a few more people. Because I got people that say that they are joining and they're having issues. So we're just going to wait a couple more minutes for people to join. Last little minute. And then we will get underway. Basically, I'm not playing this game. I am hosting it, as normal, as I always do with these games. So I will be doing my best to entertain you during the season. We've got so many good players here. Let's take a look. We've got Isaac. We've got Daniel. Daisy, you know Daniel and Daisy. You've got Steph, Pi, Joe, Jesus, Mike, Jackson, Bird, Nancy Blue. Kits is now in the server. Emily's in the server. Avocado's in the server. So many great players in this game. It is going to be insane, and I love it. And Marlon, Marlon's a good player as well. He does well in Soul, so I think he does well in both games. As Lights is having a freak out over here. And Jack, I didn't even see you, Jack. There's so many people here. There's 19 people here. There are so many people. It is a crazy game. We're having a crazy, freaky game. And there's going to be so many blindsides and moves. I cannot wait to get this underway. Obviously, I'm going to be streaming this entire game. It's no cuts. It's just this one whole game. It'll be on the YouTube. You can go back, take a look at it, and laugh out moments. Get annoyed by some moments and watch it all again. It's going to stay here on the YouTube. For anyone that wants to rewatch the stream, you are welcome to do that. Lights, stop freaking out. Oh my god. But yeah, I'll also try my best to watch the chat as well. Born will be the new Jeff. He does a good job. Yeah. Also, I think I said this before, but I just want to recap. Thank you to everyone that attended Season 8. Really, really good cast for Season 8. We are very far underway. And basically, I have a little Discord exclusive for you people on the Discord right now. I'm going out my way to decrease the ratings on this season. Okay, fair enough. I have a little treat for the Discord people. You've already seen it, but if you're on the Discord right now, you will get exclusive access to sneak peeks and upcoming things regarding Season 8. That includes clips, screenshots, various things. You will get little updates on that. So if you're not in the Discord, go ahead and join now. You can see. In addition to that, I've actually just uploaded the intro for the season. That's there. So actually, we're just going to start in 1 minute now. So this is it. I think I'm lagging a little bit. Not too much. I think Bacon's going to have to sit this one out, unfortunately. He's not going to make it on time. Born, you're loading on my screen. Rip. Okay. Yeah, unfortunately, Bacon is not going to be able to make this one. He's out doing something. Same with Pi. Okay. Wait, Pi's here, isn't she? Is she here? She was here a minute ago. I think a few of them are up in Ponderosa somewhere. But, right, we're going to get started now. And I'm going to turn the volume down because, oh my god, that is loud. And Joseph making it right now in the last second. Oh my god, that was lucky. Born is born. Wait, Pi is here. Pi's right here. She's over here. Why is people saying Pi's not here? She's here. To be fair, people can still join during the marooning. But yeah, just want to say really quickly, thank you to everyone that came for Season 8. I've gone back to editing it now, and it is a really good cast. It's a really good season. Lots of crazy moves, crazy blindsides. Definitely cannot wait to share that with you guys. Literally, the first episode is the craziest. I love every minute of it. Anyway, we're going to get this on started now. So I'm going to create some tribe names. First up, we're going to have... Nah, let's go for... Yeah, let's do this. Oh, it won't let me do hustlers. Well, let me do healers. Right, I'll tell you what. Plan B. What should be 3 tribes now? Yeah, it's 3 tribes. Okay. Here we go then. So we got heroes versus villains versus neutrals. And I can't spell enough. Sometimes I misspell things. Hey, that's spelt right though. So we got heroes, villains, Emily, Jesus, and Joe. Right, who's going to be the leader of each? Emily is leader of the heroes. Jesus is the leader of villains, and Joe is neutral. I personally, okay, you know what? I think this is okay. I think I'm pretty confident with this. This is probably these are probably good leaders. I do think Joe's quite neutral. I definitely think Jesus is a villain. Definitely. I don't really see Emily as a hero. I see her more as a neutral, but, you know, she could surprise me. Never a girls' alliance. Alright, let's take a look where the tribes... So right now we've got Emily, Daisy, Avocado, and Pie on the heroes. On the villains, we've got Steph, Daniel, Kits, and Jesus. Marlon. Is Marlon a villain? Yeah, why is Pie on the heroes tribe? She's definitely a villain. Nancy Smurfette, yeah, I'd say she's a villain. Alright, it is time to get to the first challenge. Which is going to be the classic opening challenge to any hero versus villains game. Of course I had to start with this challenge. It's a Survivor classic. Alright. Well, welcome to your first competition. Today we're going to have 2 winners. So 2 tribes are going to take home the safety necklaces. 1 tribe is going to meet me at Tribal Council. Alright, here we go. Let's get to your first challenge. So I'm pretty sure you know how this works, but I'm going to run it down for you. So two tribes from each tribe are going to attempt to dig for bags. You're going to return the bags to your starting mat, that's the big white mat in front of you, to score a point. You can run into a bag to steal it, or you can hold down the mouse button or your finger if you're on mobile to throw it. The two teams with the most points will be safe and will not meet me at Tribal Council. So here we go. First up, we've got Bird, Daniel, Steph. Light's got it. Light's brought it back. That's a point for the neutral team. Neutral's leading 1-0 to 0. Every time you get that bag, it goes further back. So you have more wiggle room, but you also have more time to hold that bag. Not sure what Daisy's doing. I think Daisy seems to be confused about where the mat is. Emily now throwing the bag to Daisy, who gets it stolen by Jackson. Jackson scores another point. Terrible strategy there by the heroes, whilst we got no strategy from the villains. So which is better? Is it better having a strategy or just being like the heroes and having no strategy? Well, looks like having no strategy is paying off right now. Villains scored their first point. They are back in this. Heroes have got to pick it up. Jack and Steph digging now. Joe scouting for bags. Jack's got the bag. Passes it to Pablo. Bird with the steal. Pablo steals it back. Bird's going to go for the touchdown. He does. Neutral now leading 3-1. Heroes need to score here. Every time you get a bag, it goes further back. It increases the amount of time for you to travel from that bag to your starting mat. And it also opens the door for people trying to steal it. Jackson now has the bag for the neutrals. Has scored 2 points prior to this. Jackson's passing it back and forth. Light trying to go. Jackson scores another point, making it 4-1. Heroes still trailing behind villains with the 1 point difference. Here comes Jack. Jack taking a slow and methodical approach. Passes it to his teammate. Jack once again got the bag. Jack trying to psych out the other team. Doesn't appear to be working. Everyone now fighting over that bag. Heroes finally score a point. They're back in this now. It is all going to come down to this final bag. If the heroes or villains score, the other tribe goes. Neutral has already won immunity. They are safe. It is now between heroes and villains for second immunity, fighting for the scraps off the table. Here comes Joe. Pie gonna give it a shot. Steph with a big throw winds it up. Lands it all the way on the mat. Joe scores for the neutral, ties the game. And the heroes and neutrals win immunity. Crazy first game there. Villains gonna see you guys tonight at Tribal. I'm not quite sure what's going on with the landscape. That is definitely not supposed to happen. Seems to be some issues with the land. Seems to have fixed itself now. Never mind. I think it's only that one island. Yeah, there seems to be one island that's a little bit glitched. Not quite sure why. Maybe if I turn the graphics down, it'll fix it. Yeah, okay, I think it's the graphics. Okay. Come on in, villains. Each of you's got a torch. Place it down. Take a seat. We're getting started. Okay, villains. There's clearly a few of you here tonight. Except you'll actually missed two people. Two people have already left on your tribe. Sorry, one person's left on your tribe. So is this an easy vote? Just vote the person out that left? Or was there already a plan tonight? This is rigged. If you didn't want to lose tonight, then maybe you should have scored another point and stopped neutral getting 5. Okay. Seems like tonight's a pretty standard vote. Yeah, sorry Bacon, you're a little too late. I couldn't hang on for you. Okay, if anyone has a hidden immunity idol and you want to play it, now would be the time to do so. Okay, first vote. Nancy. Marlon. Jesus. 1 vote each. Nancy, that's 2 votes Nancy. 1 vote Jesus, 1 vote Marlon. 1 vote left. First person voted out of Outlaster is Nancy. That's 3. Tonight's enough. Nancy, you need to grab your torch, bring it on to the stand for me. Nancy, the tribe has spoken. Time for you to go. Well, it appears you guys made the right decision. A teammate's not worth keeping if they're leaving the game that quickly. For the rest of you, head back to camp. I'll see you tomorrow. Good night. Interesting first vote. Really not that interesting, to be fair. I kind of saw it from a mile away as soon as Jesus said it. Surprised that Kit's left, though. I think Kit's could have easily won. But Kit's has got a great social game. I could have seen her going far, so it's a shame she left. Coming in, guys. Heroes and neutrals taking a first look at the villains tribe. Kit's medically evacuated. Straight after, Nancy was voted out. Okay, immunity is back up for grabs. Same as normal. 2 idols, 2 teams gonna win. And the losing tribe's going to see me at Tribal Council. So let's get started. For today's challenge, you're each going to transfer objects into your cargo hold at the back. In order to do this, you'll have to work in stations. You have specific tasks you need to complete in order to grab boxes and score points for your team. You can use the gates to move, but you'll have a 5-second time penalty for every time you do so. Team that transports the most wins. Alright, and we are on for this second challenge. Jesus making quick work. Right away, instant disadvantage for the villains tribe. Steph having to do all the work transferring those boxes, whilst Marlon and Daniel on packaging. Just because you have a disadvantage doesn't always mean you will lose. Right now, that disadvantage could be the difference between you seeing me at Tribal or you surviving one more night here. Lack of communication is the biggest killer in this challenge. If you can't communicate with your team, you will fail. And you will be seeing me tonight, and you could go home. Nice, all teams working pretty well so far. Heroes with a bit of a lead now. Villains still holding their second place quite strong. Neutrals seem to be having trouble with the boxes. Villains still holding their second place lead. Second is good though, it gets you a date back at your camp and not with me. That's what you're trying to avoid. Everyone working hard at this first challenge. Heroes now dominating with a monstrous lead of 6 points, clearing both tribes. Heroes gonna score one more time, gonna take the first immunity. Heroes win first immunity, safe from the vote. We're looking for one more. It is first to 20. Villains trying to keep that momentum going. Neutral's gonna have to pick it up. Neutral has more members on their tribe, but are still behind the villains. Poor organization and communication from the neutral team could cost them right now. As here come the final crates. Villains gonna take this one home right now. Villains win second immunity, sending neutrals to tribal council. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the textures right now. There seems to be a massive plate of grass that keeps loading in for some reason, and I don't know why that's happening. I don't know if that's happening on your screen as well, but look, it's like you're all covered under a giant plate of grass, which is weird. I can't explain it. It really is shocking. Climate change, yeah. Hopefully the climate doesn't change that much. The neutrals tribe has got it. Villains tribe seems to be alright. I think it's just the neutrals that are struggling a bit with it now. A lot of advantages getting spawned. Obviously I didn't turn it off because I want this game to be mad. Crazy moment. The thing is, when you spawn something, you're not like guaranteeing you'll get it, so somebody else could get it. Neutrals, come on in. Glorious weather we're having this evening. Place your torches down, take a seat, we are getting started. Okay, neutrals, didn't expect to see you guys here tonight. Very clear at the challenge there was too many people grabbing objects and not enough people helping out, packaging them. Poor communication from your standpoint. The real question is, which one of your tribe, you have major discommunication, yeah, I agree. So which one of your tribe is the least helpful? We'll find out. It is time to vote. Jackson, you're up. No, it's just a one game. I'll get the votes. If anyone has a hidden immunity idol and you want to play it, now would be the time to do so. Okay, first vote. Isaac. Jack. Isaac. Two votes for Isaac. Jack. Tie again. 2 votes Jack. 2 votes Isaac. 1 vote left. Oh, sorry, 2 votes left. Isaac. That's 2 votes Isaac. Next person voted out of Outlaster. Isaac. That's 3. That's 4. That's enough. Need to bring me a torch. Isaac, you thought you were doing good? You weren't. The tribe has spoken. Time for you to go. Well, there's only one thing to say in this absolutely disastrous wane. Go back to camp, huddle up, get warm. I'll see you tomorrow. Good night. Coming in, guys. Heroes and villains taking your first look at the new Neutrals tribe. Isaac voted out the last tribal council. Alright, let's get to your next immunity challenge. First things first, gotta take them back. Okay, this time there's only one immunity statue. And the 2 losing tribes are going to go to tribal council together. Meaning that one group of you will come together and vote one person out. Alright, tough stakes. Tough stakes, big challenge ahead of you guys. Let's get to it. Alright, for your next challenge, you are going to grab water using your buckets and transport it to different tubes. These tubes will, once filled, will light the cauldrons above. Be careful when jumping though, as you may lose water from your bucket. First 2 tribes to light all their torches wins safety. First tribe wins safety. Other two, a date with me at tribal. A new twist in the game. Everybody fighting real hard right now. Jesus continues to start complaining about the number of members on the tribe, even though that wasn't the case last time. Always good to have a complainer. Emily decides that her bucket isn't already full and decides to go back for some reason. Everyone with a strong start. Heroes now once again behind. They were behind in the first challenge. They did really well in the second. They seem to be falling back into old ways. Villains now taking a lead. Neutrals now following behind. Villains, the ones that were complaining about the number of members, are now leading. Just goes to show that in Outlaster, it never matters how many people you have on your tribe. It is about those communication skills. If your tribe sucks, it doesn't matter. You could still be seeing me, villains and neutrals, both very close now. One of them's about to win immunity. The other two coming to see me at Tribal Council. Villains have done it. Villains win immunity. Sending the heroes and neutrals together at Tribal Council. After Jesus keeps complaining about the number of members. Come on in, guys. Place your torches down. Take a seat. Cannot wait to get started. Okay, so as you guys are coming in, I'm going to state the obvious. Heroes, you guys have the advantage, numbers-wise. You're 6-5. Neutrals are the one in danger tonight. One of them could be going home. With that being said, is there a chance of an advantage being played to even out those numbers? Because you know what happens if your vote is stolen. It could completely swap the game. Or an idol could be played. Or a super idol. We know that's in play now. A lot of craziness about to endure. And it is time to vote. Emily, you're up. Alright, if anyone has a hidden immunity idol and you want to play it, now is most definitely the time to do so. Yes, Mike. Playing this for yourself? Okay, take a seat. This is a hidden immunity idol. Any votes cast for Mike will not count. Anyone else? Yes, Daisy. And you're going to play this for yourself? Or are you going to play this for Emily? Wow. Okay. This is also a hidden immunity idol. Any votes cast for Emily do not count. Anyone else? Okay. I'll read the votes. First vote. Mike does not count. Mike does not count. Mike, that's 3 votes Mike, do not count. Mike, 4 votes Mike, do not count. Mike does not count. Mike does not count. Next vote. Mike does not count. Light. That's 1 vote Light. Light. 2 votes Light. Next vote. Next person voted out of Born Outlaster, heroes versus villains versus neutrals. Light, that's 3. That's enough. Grab your torch. Light. The tribe has spoken. It's time for you to go. Well, in a season full of crazy moves, that was amazing. Only time will tell what happens next. Grab your stuff, head out. I'll see you tomorrow. Good night. And the hunt for the rehidden idol continues. 2 idols played, 2 idols rehidden. Everyone gonna go out looking. Coming in, guys. Alright, let's get to today's challenge. First things first. If you couldn't already tell what's going to happen, everyone, drop your buffs. We are switching tribes. Going from 3 to 2. Neutrals are no longer a thing. It is now heroes and villains only. Alright, we got the new tribes for today's challenge. You're going to find missing pieces of your team ship by digging in piles. You're going to return those missing pieces to the dock to build the ship. Once the ship's rebuilt, you're going to use the 2 cranks to hoist your ship out to sea. First tribe to do so wins immunity, is safe from the vote. Alright, here we go. And it's on. Outlaster's looking for those pieces now. New tribe, straight away, a huge effort for the new villains. Heroes gotta pick it up. Marlon, Jesus, Daniel and Pi quick on the draw with those pieces. But the heroes are right back at them. And it is level pagans. Daniel and Emily and Avocado got another 3 pieces. Villains really pushing it even further now. Heroes struggling right now to find those pieces. Daisy getting frustrated, continues finding nothing. Maybe you should try looking somewhere else. Jackson on the move now, Joe right behind. Here comes Bird. Once you get that boat completed, it is up to you to get to those cranks and get it moving. Everyone's now on the cranks. It is a race to get your ship out to sea. Villain's going to have the more members now working on the cranks. Not quite sure what the heroes are doing. Heroes finally starting to come back now. Joe is the last one back for the heroes. Both boats very close now. It is almost neck and neck. Heroes with a very slight lead at the moment. This would be a massive comeback for the heroes, having struggled in the first part of this challenge. Heroes edging that boat ever close to the edge of the water. Villains now lagging behind. It is going to be a comeback for the villains. I don't think it's going to happen. The heroes are very close now. Their boat's in the water. Heroes win immunity, sending villains back to Tribal Council. Alright, should be an interesting vote tonight. Okay. Newly swapped villains tribe, come on in. Grab a seat, place your torches down, we're getting started. Okay, so let me address the elephant in the room. You guys had a good lead at the start of this challenge. What happened? And who is to blame? Because ultimately, one of you is to blame. Sort of struggled on the boat. Yeah, I could see that. You guys did struggle with that last part. They got to their cranks first. Well, I think you guys actually got there first. Anyway, it's time to vote. Emily, you're up. Should be a very interesting vote. If anyone has a hidden immunity idol and you want to play it, now is the time to do so. Okay, first vote. Mike. Daniel. Daisy. 1 vote Mike, 1 vote Daniel, 1 vote Daisy. Mike. That's 2 votes Mike, 1 vote Daniel, 1 vote Daisy. Daniel. 2 votes Daniel, 2 votes Mike, still 1 vote for Daisy. Daisy, tied again. 2 votes Daisy, 2 votes Daniel, 2 votes Mike, 2 votes left. Mike. That's 3 votes Mike, 2 votes Daniel, 2 votes Daisy. Next person voted out of Born Outlaster. Mike. That's 4, that's enough. Mike, it was a dumb move not to play that idol, and now the tribe has spoken. Time for you to go. Well, it just goes to show, never get too confident in this game, because it could come back to bite you. Grab your stuff, head out. I'll see you tomorrow. Good night. Alright, coming in, guys. New Heroes Tribe, taking a look at the new Villains Tribe. Mike, voted out at the last Tribal Council. Alright, we've tested your physical abilities. Now let's test your mental abilities. For today's challenge, there is no physical aspects. It is all mental. So, you're each going to stand up and memorize a set of objects on stage in 1v1 duels. Once the curtain drops, you'll get a certain amount of time to place those objects. If you get it right, you score a point. The team with the most points at the end wins immunity, is safe from the vote. Losers faces a date with me at Tribal. And it is on. First duel, Marlin versus Pie. Heroes just coming back from Tribal. They don't want to go again. Pie looking to save a point here, and she does. Pie gets a point for the villains. Heroes now looking to close the deal here with another point. Tying it back up. It is Jack versus Avocado. Jack gets it, ties it up. And a very easy puzzle. Even Jesus could get that one. Surprisingly, the heroes get it first. It is now Publix versus Bird. Bird ties it up again. It is now 2-2. It is now Steph versus Emily. Score's still deadlocked on 2. Steph now closes it away. It is now 3-2 to the villains. It is now 4-2 to the villains. Heroes, 4-2 to the heroes, sorry. Me getting distracted by Jesus' comments. Jackson talking trash to the villains as the villains continue to score. Marlon versus Pi. Pi got this one in her first duel. Will she get it again? And she doesn't. Marlon gets a point. It is now 5-3. Heroes stood in the lead. Jack and Avocado. Avocado looking for redemption here. And she gets it. Scores another point. Villains still trying to play catch up. Heroes looking to close the gap now with another point. Widen their lead even further. Daisy versus Joe. Daisy gets it. We are back tied 5-5. Pablo now facing against Bird. Jackson may have regretted talking smack. He definitely going to regret it now. Villains now in the lead with a huge comeback. It is now Emily versus Steph. Emily could win it right now if she gets this point. Villains could win this right now. Or the heroes could take us for another, and they do. Heroes tie it up again. It is coming down to Jesus versus Jackson. Jackson talking smack. And he doesn't matter because he's got it. Heroes win immunity once again, sending the villains back to Tribal Council. Heroes clearly proving to be the more functional tribe right now. Villains, once again, you guys got a date with me at Tribal Council. I will be seeing you guys tonight. Heroes, enjoy the night off. Here's the interesting thing. 2 idols were played. Those idols could still be out there. Not to mention all the advantages. Villain's going to have a very interesting conversation about who they're voting out tonight. Villains, come on in. Place your torches down. Take a seat. We will get started. Okay. So, villains, you almost had it tonight. You almost avoided coming here. And then it all came down to that final point. Jesus versus Jackson. So, is that vote going to be based on those final things? Or is it completely different? Because one challenge does not always mean that you might end up back here. It could be a number of things. Bird says it thinks it's him. Pablo says an advantage spawned in the river. Alright, it's time to vote. Emily, you're up. I've never seen a more crazy and outlandish answers to questions ever at a tribal council. I'll get the votes. If anyone has a secret advantage and would like to use it, now is the time to do so. Yes, Daniel. Are you playing this for yourself? Playing this for Bird. Okay. Let's take a seat. This is a hidden immunity idol. Any votes cast for Bird will not count. Okay. I'll read the votes. First vote. Jesus. Daisy. Jesus. 2 votes Jesus. 1 vote Daisy. Next vote. Jesus. 3 votes for Jesus. Next person voted out of Outlaster. Jesus. That's 4, that's enough. Need to bring me a torch. Well, those advantages are nice. It's a shame you didn't play them. Jesus, tribe has spoken. Time for you to go. Well, flushed advantages, a wasted idol, and a unanimous vote. Clearly, a crazy tribe. Grab your stuff, head back. I'll see you tomorrow. Good night. Come on in, guys. Alright, welcome to your next immunity challenge. Alright, clearly you guys are getting attached to your tribes. Makes it a perfect time for a tribe swap. Everyone drop your buffs, we are switching tribes. Still sticking with the heroes and villains? Alright, grab your new buffs, swim over to your new mats. Alright, for today's challenge, you're each going to swim through a large obstacle course collecting flags. Some flags are located up shore, some are below the water. In order to advance, you'll have to grab all the flags in a specific section and then race to the end of your mat on your finish platform to win immunity. Here we go. And this challenge is on newly swapped tribes, more challenges for other people, especially if you're now on a tribe without the numbers. You could be in danger. You might want that immunity more than anyone on your team. Minorities are a thing here. You don't want to be in them, and you do not want to go into tribal council. Steph getting confused by the course. If you're in a minority group, you are going home. This game changes quickly, so you better adapt. Everyone's got the flags. Villain's going to be the first ones on their last section. The new heroes tribe gonna probably not make it here. Bird gonna sprint out to the mat. Bird's gonna land on the mat first. New villains win immunity. Safe from the vote. Guaranteed safety for at least one more night. Interesting things to know. That's what actually helped the villains, and now the villains are safe. Everyone's still on the hunt for idols and advantages. Also, when I say minorities, I know people might think of it weirdly, but I mean like numbers. Because there's majority alliances and the minority alliances. If you're in a minority alliance, you are going to be voted out. If you're a majority, you're probably going to make it a little bit longer than anybody else. That's what I meant by that. I know there may be people that are a bit confused by that, so thought I'd clear that up. I know most people will understand that. It seems like every time I take someone, they stop walking. Because they know. Alright, come on in, guys. Heroes, place your torches down. We are getting started. Okay. So there's only 5 of you left. This could be a very tight vote. One of you is going to go home. And Daisy's saying, someone's making lies. Who's making up lies? Wow, Daisy built like a dumpster truck. It's very clear that this could go anywhere tonight. It is time to vote. Pablo, you're up. Anyone has an immunity idol? Now it's your time to play it. Okay, first vote. Pablo. Pablo. 2 votes for Pablo. Avocado. Avocado. 2 votes Avocado. 2 votes Pablo. 1 vote left. Next person voted out of Born Outlaster. Heroes versus villains versus neutrals. Pablo, that's 3. That's enough. Grab your torch. Pablo, the tribe has spoken. Time for you to go. Well, it's very clear that tonight's vote was a split decision. Everyone else, head back to camp. I'll see you tomorrow. Good night. Come on in, guys. Villains taking a first look at the new Heroes tribe. Pablo voted out at the last tribal council. Alright. First thing, gotta mention about this challenge. This is going to be a little twist. You're going to have an opportunity to desert your team. If you want to leave your team, you have the opportunity to do so. So make your decision now. Could be a very last minute decision. Joe and Emily chose to leave. Some teams are not even, so only a few people are about to be moved. Daniel, you're going to the Heroes tribe. And that concludes this desertion event. And these are the new teams. Alright, first thing to note. This is your last pre-merge challenge. After this, you're going to be merging into one tribe. So you want to win this challenge. Could be the difference for you making merge or breaking merge. So your goal is to grab sandbags and hit the targets behind me. And the tribe with the most targets knocked down will win immunity. Alright, here we go. And this challenge is on. This is your last immunity challenge as teams, so make it count. Nobody wants to be final pre-merge boot. Getting out before the merge is the most frustrating thing in this game. Almost rival be voting out towards the end of the game. Everyone doing pretty well right now. Avocado's got the last bag. Decides to stare endlessly at the wall. Avocado has the last bag. Decides to do nothing with it. Villain's already starting throwing. Joe takes the first target, sinks it for the villains. Avocado's finally realised what's going on. It doesn't matter now because the villains are already at a 2-point lead. Villains still leading right now. Heroes with their first target. Heroes are back in this. Marlon going for the third. Marlon just a little short. Here comes Daniel. Daniel sinks his target. It is now 2-2. Heroes are back in this. Villains extending their lead. It is now 3-2 to the villains. Avocado going to take a shot. Pathetic. Not even close. Bird going to line up a fourth. Sinks it. Villains now leading. Heroes very close with a rebound though. It is still a 1-point lead to the villains. Just short again for the heroes. Also short for the villains. Marlon going to make it a fifth. Daniel looking for a fourth. Daniel sinks his fourth. Marlon going for the fifth. And he sinks it. Marlon now leads his tribe right now. Emily with a fifth. We are tied again. Jackson with a sixth. Villain still leading. It is a very close game. As Avocado decides to lack any sort of power. Throws it like a child. Bird going to line up for a seventh. Just short. Daniel not going to take another shot here. Steph throws it like Avocado. Definitely not a good strategy that, Steph. Pick it up. Heroes need one more point to tie it up. Villains need one more point to claim victory. Emily lines it up. Emily scores it, ties it back up. It is now 6-6. Next point wins it. Villains sink their seventh. Villains win immunity, sending heroes back to Tribal Council. Alright, villains. Great news for you. You guys are safe. More importantly, here are your new buffs. You can take off your old ones. You're going to be merged. Alright, heroes. One of you guys is about to be the final pre-merge boot of the season. Just short of getting to the end game of this season. But the question is, who is it going to be? I will see you guys tonight at Tribal. Come on in, villains. Heroes. Alright. So, again, we find ourselves in a similar situation. 5 people. Daniel, you gotta be worried right now. You're the only person that was swapped onto this tribe. Do you feel like it's coming your way tonight? And if it is, have you got a plan B? Alright. In that note, it is time to vote. Emily, you're up. I'll get the votes. If anyone has a hidden immunity idol and you want to play it, now is most definitely the time to do so. Yes, Daniel. You're playing this for yourself. Okay. I can confirm that this is a hidden immunity idol. Any votes cast for Daniel will not count. Anybody else? Alright, first vote. Daniel, does not count. Daisy. Pie. 1 vote Daisy, 1 vote Pie. 2 votes left. Pie, that's 2 votes Pie. Last vote. Next person voted out of Born Outlaster, heroes versus villains versus neutrals. Pie, that's free. Tonight, that's enough. Grab your torch. Pie was a good effort, it just wasn't enough. The tribe has spoken. Time for you to go. Well, congratulations on surviving the final pre-merge tribal council. Only the merge awaits, and things are gonna get heated. Grab your stuff, head back. I'll see you tomorrow. Good night. Come on in, guys. First immunity challenge as individuals. Alright, let's get to your first immunity challenge. And today, I got a twist for you. If you're feeling safe and you think you might not win immunity, you can give up your shot at immunity and instead go for an advantage. Whichever you feel will get you further in the game. That necklace, or whatever contained in this bottle. It is your choice and there is only one winner from each category. So go ahead and make your decision right now. Some of you will be playing for the bottle, some of you are playing for the necklace. And that concludes the event. So let's get to today's challenge. Alright, for today's challenge, you're each going to copy a pattern located on the boards directly in front of you. You've got to jump on the tiles to change them, or jump on them again to revert them. Once you create the correct pattern, a new one will appear. Once you've completed all your patterns, you win immunity or advantage. Here we go, first challenge, and it is on. 9 of you left. Some of you want that necklace, some of you want the contents of this bottle. One thing's for sure, whatever you win, it could get you further in this game. And if you don't win, it could be you sitting on that jury bench tonight. Sure, you've made the merge, but it's easily enough to get voted out straight away. Merge boot is just as, if not more, annoying than being pre-merge boot. Steph working quickly on that puzzle, is now on his second. Marlon trying to work out where he's going wrong. Struggling a lot, making a lot of mistakes. Daniel thinks he's got something going. What's he done wrong? Daniel cannot see what he's missing. Finally, Daniel gets there and works out what's wrong. Avocado now working. Daisy now looking at getting something going. And that is it. Winners have been decided. Jackson wins individual immunity. And Steph wins a form of advantage that is sealed inside this bottle. Okay, Steph, here's your advantage. Jackson, safe from the vote tonight. Cannot be voted out with a 1 in 8 shot at winning this game. For the rest of you, someone is about to be humiliated and be the first pre-merge boot of the season. Grab your stuff, head out. Dakota, I'm going to see you guys tonight at Tribal. Alright, Dakota, come on in. Take a seat. So Jackson, you won immunity. You're safe tonight. You're sitting pretty good right now. Daniel, gonna throw it back to you. Are you going for the most idle misplays ever in a season?
What's that? 2 idols you've wasted now? Jackson feels fantastic. I'd imagine so. Immunity is the best feeling. Unfortunately, the rest of you don't have it, and it is time to vote. Emily, you're up. Someone is about to join that jury right now. I'll get the votes. If anyone has a hidden immunity idol and you want to play it, now will be the time to do so. Okay, first vote. Joe. Daisy. Daniel. Avocado. Daisy. That's 2 votes for Daisy. Next vote. Daniel. That's 2 votes for Daniel, 2 votes for Daisy. 1 vote Avocado, 1 vote Joe. Avocado, tied again. 2 votes Daisy, 2 votes Avocado, 2 votes Daniel. Still 1 vote for Joe. Daisy. That's 3 votes for Daisy. Next person voted out of Born Outlaster. Daisy. That's 4, that's enough. Need to bring me a torch. Daisy, the tribe has spoken. Time for you to go. Well, this has been the season of misplayed advantages and wasted advantages. And that trend is clearly continuing in the merge. Head on back. I'll see you tomorrow. Good night. Come on in, guys. Okay, welcome to your next immunity challenge. Personal favorite of absolutely no one's. First things first, Jackson, gotta take it back. Once again, immunity is back up for grabs. For today's challenge, you're each going to stand on a large platform, flipping tiles over. You will use these to move across the board. Your objective is to stop other players by boxing them in and stop them advancing. Everyone else sits down on the bench. Last one standing wins immunity. Guaranteed a spot in the final 7. Alright, let's get to it. Everyone place your first tiles down. And this challenge is on. We've had a lot of physical challenge in this game. Now it is down to mental challenge. How physically mental are you enough to win this challenge. I'm getting a lot of hate on this challenge. Bird making some very interesting moves. Daniel trying to close Bird in. Bird trying to regret his decision. Has now gone for it. Bird has boxed himself in with a square. Will it be enough to get him that necklace? Joe looks to be almost screwed. And just like that, Marlon is out. Down to 7. Steph takes his last spot. Steph is out. Down to 6. Daniel is completely screwed here. Daniel takes your last spot. Sit on the bench. Third person out of this challenge. And we are down to 5. Emily with a sizable chunk. Bird with a sizable chunk. Avocado and Joe fighting over a sizable chunk. Jackson's just won immunity. He could make it a double right here. It is ultimately down to Jackson and Bird, who has the most tiles. It is going to come down to the wire. Emily navigating it right now. Emily with 4 tiles left, making it 3. Avocado now is going to make it down to 10 to 9. Emily places her second to last tile. Emily now with her last tile, and that is it. Emily is out of this challenge. Take a spot on the bench. We are down to 3. Jackson versus Bird versus Avocado. Avocado clearly running out of moves right now. And it is going to be close between Jackson and Bird. Jackson could win his second immunity right here. Jackson does not have as many tiles to move as Bird, which means Jackson takes the final spot. Bird wins. Individual immunity, is guaranteed a spot in the final 7. Bird, you wanted it, you got it, this necklace is all yours. Bird, safe from the vote tonight, guaranteed a spot in the final 7. As for the rest of you, tribal council with me tonight, somebody will be voted out of this game. Grab your stuff, head out, I will see you tonight. A lot of advantages still not found. I'm honestly surprised how many advantages have been played. Like, really, like, come on. There's so many advantages that have been played. And spawned, sorry, that's the word I'm looking for. Advantages spawned, and we've had about 5 people walk out with about 7 vote steals. And it's like, oh my god. But you also got to remember that those advantages, if they were in the merge, they're back out there. So, like, even if someone's found it, if it's not played, it might still be re-hidden. So, you know, that's always a thing to think about. Survivor, wasted advantages. Come on in, guys. Alright, take a seat. We'll get started. So first things first, Dakota. Your tribe has a nasty habit of trying to whisper me to vote for somebody when you clearly know that I'm not in the game. 2 people have done it now. So that makes a very clear assumption that there is whispering going on and that there are plans going on tonight. Emily now continuing the trend of whispering people that are not in the game. Steph, you got something for me? Alright. Okay, so this is a vote steal advantage. He is using it against Avocado. Avocado, your vote is no longer valid. It instead goes to Steph. Steph is casting 2 votes. Yes, Marlon. What have we got? Gonna take a look at that. Alright. This is the idol nullifier. If somebody tries to play immunity idol, it'll be discarded. The person they choose will remain a secret until the votes are read. And with that, it is time to vote. Emily, you're up. I'll get the votes. If anyone has a secret advantage and would like to use it, now is the time to do so. Marlon's safety block was used on Avocado. Alright, I'll read the votes. First vote, Steph. Jackson. Avocado. Avocado. 2 votes Avocado. 1 vote Steph. 1 vote Jackson. Avocado. That's 3 votes Avocado. Next person voted out of Born Outlaster and the 5th member of our jury. Avocado. That's 4, that's enough. Need to bring me a torch. Avocado, the tribe has spoken. Time for you to go. Well, that was clearly an explosive exit, but the repercussions of that will not have to be found out yet. Everybody else, head on back. I'll see you tomorrow. Good night. Come on in, guys. Alright, first things first. I have an announcement. I'm afraid somebody has been medically evacuated from the game. Meaning that you guys are the final 6. Alright, first things first. Bird, taking it back. Immunity's back up for grabs. For today's challenge, you're going to search the surrounding area for items shown on the big board behind me. You'll then deposit those items onto your mining panels, and you'll have to arrange them in the correct order, as you will see in a minute. First person to have all items in the correct order wins immunity. It is guaranteed a spot in the final 5. And this challenge is on. This challenge is about speed and accuracy. Good eye coordination is a must in this challenge. Everyone making a good solid start, looking for those items. Daniel now taking a little bit of a lead. Jackson going for immunity again. Steph with another. Marlon coming back now. Daniel coming back now. Everybody working very hard. Immunity on the line. Guaranteed a spot at the final 5. Numbers starting to dwindle now. Steph with another piece. Steph has 4 remaining. Daniel has 4 remaining. Daniel now comes back, has 3 remaining. Steph now has 4 remaining. Everyone else trying to close that gap. Steph now with 2. Daniel still has 2 spots left to fill. It is between Steph and Daniel. Jackson now with 2. Daniel coming back with 1 more. Steph comes back. Daniel just needs 1 more item and he wins immunity. Is guaranteed a spot in the final 5. Daniel still can't find that item. Everyone now trying to clutch that gap. Daniel still out looking for that item. Who's going to get back first? Jackson or Daniel? Here comes Daniel. Jackson is trying to race Daniel back. And there it is. It was a close finish. Daniel wins individual immunity. Guaranteed a spot in the final 5. Huge effort by everyone. Daniel, this necklace keeps you safe for 1 more vote. More importantly, it gets you in a spot in that final 5. Guarantees you safety from tonight's vote. And it looks like you might have needed it. As for the rest of you, someone's going to go home. And with only days remaining, it is going to be a punch to the gut. Grab your stuff, head back. I'm going to see you guys tonight. Right, I want to know who left, real quick. Who left? Was it... Someone left. Oh, Joe left, okay. Joe left. And Jack left as well. Okay. Well, I know Jack left before. Going in, guys. Alright, take a seat. We'll get started. So, you guys all now have a serious shot of winning this prize. You only got a few days left. Literally, you got to sit through 3 more votes. So, this makes it the most difficult. These next 3 votes need to count. It could drastically alter this game. And I know for a fact that there are still advantages out there that have not been played. And with that, it is time to vote. Emily, you're up. There are some people that are playing under the radar, and some people that are about to be targeted. If anyone has a hidden immunity idol and you want to play it, now is the time to do so.
Okay, first vote.
Emily. Emily. 2 votes, Emily. Steph. 1 vote, Steph. Steph. 2 votes, Steph. 2 votes, Steph. 2 votes, Emily. 2 votes left. Steph. That's 3 votes, Steph. 2 votes, Emily. Next person voted out of Outlaster and the 6th member of our jury. Steph. That's 4, it's enough. Need to bring me a torch. Steph, the tribe has spoken. Time for you to go. Well, congratulations, you've made it to the final 5. Tomorrow's another day, another challenge, another vote off. Grab your stuff, head out, see you tomorrow. Good night. Come on in, guys. Alright. Let's get to your next immunity challenge. First things first, Daniel, gotta take it back. Once again, immunity is back up for grabs. For today's challenge, you're each going to race down a large slide to one of 4 different obstacle course stations. You're then going to complete the station to grab a piece of a statue. You're then going to run back, head up the ladders, and dump your pieces on here. First person to assemble their statue wins immunity, is guaranteed a spot in the final 4. Alright, here we go. And this challenge is on. You've outlasted this many people. Don't blow it now. If you suck at challenges, it's going to show right here, right now. And there goes Bird, just as I said it. Marlon coming back now. Jackson coming back. Jackson's going to be back first. Marlon's hot on his trail with a piece. Everybody else struggling. Daniel's gone for a pretty difficult obstacle to start. Will that benefit him later? Jackson scales the second ladder. Marlon right behind him. Jackson's got his first beat. Jackson back down the slide. Marlon coming back now. Marlon heads down the slide. Final 5 is great. Final 4 would be better. This necklace can make that dream a reality. Bird and Daniel both taking a huge fall on that slide. Gotta brush it off. Daniel slips and falls. It could cost him at this challenge. Once again, Jackson and Marlon front runners. Everybody else taking a back seat right now. Jackson and Marlon, that gap closing with every obstacle they complete. Jackson puts his piece down, heads down. Marlon right behind him again. Bird finally back with his second. You want the necklace? You gotta come and get it. Bird going back down the slide. Here comes Daniel. Finally comes back with his second. Emily coming back with her second. Marlon coming back with his third. Marlon has now taken the lead. Jackson now falling behind. Marlon now coming up with his third piece. Emily coming back with her second. Emily going back down again. Marlon going for his fourth and final piece. Heads on down. Jackson has given up all hope. Is now just staring into the abyss. Bird coming back with his third. Daniel coming back with his third. If you want to quit when you're this close to the end, then more fool you. One of these guys will take that money straight from your hands. You should never give up on this game, even if you're out of it. Just like Marlon has been doing. Marlon was constantly fighting. Marlon now coming back. All he's got to do is put the crown on. And there it is. Marlon wins individual immunity. Guaranteed a spot in the final four. A huge come from behind. Marlon, I think this is yours. Necklace. And more importantly, a shot at the final four. You only need one more immunity necklace to get you in that final three. As for the rest of you, somebody will be voted out of this game. When you're this close to the end, literally 2 tribal councils away from at least saying your spiel to the jury, it is going to be a tough blow to realize that you did come this far and that you did fail. Grab your stuff, head on back. I'm going to see you all at tribal tonight. Dakota, come on in. Everyone take a seat, place your torches down. Alright, so let's cut to the chase. This season's been really interesting. Every one of you, apart from one person, has won a necklace. Daniel's won a necklace. Bird's won a necklace. Jackson's won a necklace. Now Marlon's won a necklace. Emily, you're the only person that hasn't won immunity. Is that going to change people's votes tonight? Maybe they're thinking, oh, you know, Emily's an easy target, we'll get her out. Or is it the alternative? Emily's such an easy vote, she won't win. One of those two things may happen right now, and it is time to vote. Emily, you're up. And don't blame the challenges, blame the players. If you can't do the challenges I set, don't come on the show. It's not only physical, it's also strategic. If anyone has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, tonight is the last night you can do so. Okay, first vote. Jackson. Emily. Jackson. Two votes for Jackson. Next person voted out of Born Outlaster and the 6th member of our jury. Jackson. That's 3. Tonight that's enough. Marlon. Marlon going to use this advantage to save Jackson. Jackson is now safe. Any votes cast for Jackson no longer count. Which means the person with the next highest amount of votes, Emily, that's you. I'm afraid one is enough. Need to grab your torch. Emily, the tribe has spoken. Time for you to go. Well, that was either a $1 million move or a $1 million mistake. Grab your stuff, head out. I'll see you tomorrow. Good night. Alright, so you guys have outwitted and outplayed 38 days. It has been the most enduring challenge. So why don't we end it on one of the most enduring challenges of the season? Come on in. Bit of history about this challenge. A similar challenge was in the Final Four of the Philippines, where Malcolm lost and was voted out subsequently. This could be that same fate for one of you. Alright, for today's challenge, you're each going to balance on a small beam whilst holding a ball. Balance on a small beam. If you press down at the right moment, your meter will increase. As the challenge progresses, it's going to get harder and harder as the beams get narrower. Whilst person standing wins that immunity. Is guaranteed a spot in the final three. And it is on Bird versus Marlon versus Daniel versus Jackson. 3 of you will make it to those jury seats. 3 of you make it to those final seats. 1 of you makes it to that jury seat. You've now got to focus everything on this last challenge. One sudden movement and it is over. Your shot of the money and the title gone. If you're in danger and you don't win that necklace, it's over. Everyone looking real good as we progress into the 3rd stage. No movement from anyone so far. Everyone holding pretty strong. Marlon with the first bit of movement. Focus on a point and stay with it. Marlon now with a lot of movement. Marlon trying to regain balance. Can he hold on? And he does. Daniel falls out. Daniel is the first person that will not be safe at tonight's vote. And we are down to 3. Bird versus Marlon versus Jackson. Marlon with a lot of movement. Everyone with a bit of movement. We are going until 2 people fall. No more breaks. It is going to be very close. Everyone with a lot of movement right now. Bird, very close. Bird, Marlon, Both fall. Jackson wins final individual immunity, guaranteed a spot in the final 3. Jackson, second immunity necklace. Maybe the biggest one you've ever won. This gets you a spot in that final 3. More importantly, it gets you power tonight in decision making on who goes home as the final jury member. It'll either be Daniel, Bird, or Marlon. Sadly, 38 days will be the end of your game. One of your torches is about to be snuffed. 1 day from making it to that final 3. It will not be you. Grab your stuff, head out. I will see you all for the final tribal. See you all for your final vote out of the season. Come on in, guys. Take a seat. Alright, final 4. Jackson, that necklace is the most powerful thing in this entire tribal area right now. It gets you to the final 3. More importantly, I'm sure you've had a lot of whispers at you tonight about who you're voting. This decision may be the most powerful one you make yet. One of these 3 could beat you, and now your job is to find out which one is going to beat you and send them packing. Was it mostly public? Alright. Okay, it is time to vote. Jackson, you're up. Okay, here's the votes. I'll read them. First vote, Bird. Daniel. 1 vote Bird, 1 vote Daniel. Daniel, that's 2 votes Daniel. 1 vote Bird, 1 vote left. Final person voted out of Born Outlaster, Heroes versus Villains versus Neutral, and the final member of our jury, Daniel. That's 3, that's enough. Need to bring me a torch. Daniel, after 38 days, the tribe has spoken. You become the 8th and final member of our jury. Time for you to go. Well, Daniel seems to think you've made $1 million mistake. We'll find out tomorrow if that is true. Congratulations. Head on back. I will see you all tomorrow. Good night. Come on in. Take a seat. Now to bring in the members of our jury. Mike, Daniel, Isaac, Pi, Jack, Pablo, Avocado, and Emily. Well, congratulations, you've done it. You've made it 39 days in this game. The power now shifts to those guys. It's time to vote for a winner. Emily, you're up. Jackson, Bird, Marlon, Jury, thank you all for a great season. I will see you back in the States for the reading of the votes. Alright, thank you. Great season, guys. Honestly, a lot of twists, a lot of turns, a lot of wasted advantages. Ultimately, thank you all for a great season. But in the end, it is a game for a prize, and one of you is about to win it. Let's get it over with right now. I'm going to read the votes. And these are votes for a winner, so you want to hear your name. First vote. Bird. Jackson. Bird. 2 votes Bird, 1 vote Jackson. Still no votes for Marlon. Bird. That's 3 votes Bird. Jackson. Still no votes for Marlon. 2 votes Jackson, 3 votes Bird. Jackson, we're tied again. 3 votes Jackson, 3 votes Bird. Jackson, that's 4 votes Jackson, 3 votes Bird. 1 vote left. And the final vote. Jackson. The winner of Born Outlaster, Heroes versus Villains versus Neutral, Jackson. Well, there you have it. There's the winner. Jackson's just won this season. Okay. Well, Bird, what do you want? Money or gems? Money. Alright, money it is. There you are, Bird. You should have that now. 5,000 cash. It was an absolutely fantastic season, full of crazy moves, crazy gameplays, the most advantages ever hidden, and also the most advantages given away, like lost. Yeah, Jackson won, but Jackson didn't want the money. He wanted to give it. Yeah, Emily, Jackson didn't want the money. He just wanted the title. Jackson just wanted the title. He told me to give the money to Bird, so I gave it to Bird. But that's it. That's it. Jackson is the winner of the season. He didn't even want the money. He gave it to Bird as a present of some sort. Maybe it was past deals, past ales. Who knows? But at the end of the day, it was a great season. Thank you all for joining me for another epic Born Outlaster prize game. And hopefully we will be doing one in another couple of months or so. But as normal, stream again tomorrow. It's the same. Do not worry about a stream happening tomorrow, because it will happen. This was just a one-off special, because I said I was going to do it for a while. But honestly, it was a great season. I enjoyed every minute of it. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you're on the Discord, stay tuned. We're not done here for tonight. Game nights are on the way. We will be doing a game night shortly, so stay on the Discord. I'm coming over to you guys real soon. But for now, see you guys later.